2026 could be the year users finally break free from big tech, as Vitalik Buterin urges a shift to decentralized apps for privacy and control. The Ethereum co-founder has already replaced Gmail, Google Maps, and Telegram with privacy-focused alternatives, signaling a major move toward self-sovereign computing. Ethereum plans upgrades to reduce reliance on centralized services, aiming for more user autonomy and fewer middlemen in the crypto ecosystem. Vitalik Buterin warns there's a 20% chance quantum computers could break Ethereum's security before 2030. Ethereum and Bitcoin rely on ECDSA, which quantum tech could crack once public keys are exposed. The crypto industry is urged to migrate to post-quantum cryptography now to avoid catastrophic risks. Major Swiss bank UBS is preparing to let select private banking clients trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, marking a major shift in traditional finance. Initially limited to Switzerland, the service may expand to Asia-Pacific and the US as demand and regulations evolve. UBS, managing over $4.7 trillion in assets, joins global banks responding to rising interest in digital assets among wealthy investors. When the head of France's central bank questioned Bitcoin's credibility at Davos, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong pushed back, arguing Bitcoin's decentralized protocol makes it more independent than any central bank. Armstrong highlighted Bitcoin's fixed supply and lack of a, quote, money printer, positioning it as a safeguard against inflation and government overspending. The debate at the World Economic Forum underscores Bitcoin's unique role as a counterweight to traditional currencies. Imagine Bitcoin becoming part of your insurance plan without you even noticing. BlackRock is partnering with Delaware Life Insurance to embed Bitcoin exposure into fixed index annuities using its spot Bitcoin ETF IBEAT balancing risk with a 12% volatility target. This move signals a major step in integrating crypto assets into mainstream financial products, paving the way for broader institutional adoption. Imagine governments unlocking $10 trillion in liquidity by turning bonds, oil, and real estate into blockchain tokens. Binance founder CZ revealed at Davos he's in talks with over a dozen countries to tokenize state-owned assets, aiming for faster settlement and transparency. While CZ slammed most meme coins for lacking long-term value, he predicts tokenization will reshape global finance and public infrastructure. Imagine a world where every financial transaction runs on a single blockchain, slashing fees and boosting transparency. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says tokenization could revolutionize finance, making systems faster, cheaper, and more secure. With $22 billion already invested in tokenized assets, experts predict massive growth by 2026, but regulatory hurdles and infrastructure gaps remain. President Trump is pushing for swift passage of a major crypto market structure bill that could redefine digital asset regulation in the US. The legislation aims to clarify oversight, but faces heated disputes over stablecoin yield limits, with Coinbase withdrawing support and banks lobbying for tighter rules. If passed, US banks may fully embrace crypto, positioning America as the global innovation hub. Imagine a future where your country's highways or power plants are traded as digital tokens on the blockchain. Former Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao revealed at Davos that he's advising about a dozen governments on tokenizing state assets, aiming to boost liquidity and public participation. With real-world examples from Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, and Malaysia, this shift could make fractional ownership and faster settlement a reality for national infrastructure. A 7A5, Russia's ruble-backed stablecoin, has processed over $100 billion in transactions within a year, revealing the scale of crypto's role in sanction evasion. Recent data shows activity is slowing, with daily volumes dropping from $1.5 billion to $500 million, following US, UK, and EU sanctions targeting A7A5 and related entities. Now, A7A5 is increasingly isolated from the global crypto ecosystem, highlighting both its impact and the effectiveness of compliance measures. A routine inspection revealed South Korean prosecutors lost about $48 million in seized Bitcoin to a phishing attack. Staff accessed a fake website and stored passwords on USB drives, exposing major security flaws. The incident highlights urgent risks in public sector crypto asset management as global phishing losses soar. Trump has filed a massive $5 billion lawsuit against JPMorgan, alleging his accounts were closed for political reasons after January 6th. The suit targets both the bank and CEO, Jamie Dimon, claiming debanking was driven by social and political motives. This case reignites debates over political bias in banking and highlights crypto's role as an alternative for those facing financial exclusion.